Hey y'all, welcome back to Moments with Miss Amy. I am so glad you joined me. So today we're talking about it. And what is it that we're talking about? Well, Proverbs 14:23. And that one there is, in all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty. What in the world does that mean? Toils. Like, who even uses those words these days, right? But what this is saying is that in all toil there is profit, which means any effort, any work that you really work towards, there will be profit in some way. Whether it's monetary profit, learning from it, things just getting done, okay? So that's toil, is work, effort that you put towards something. But mere talk tends only to poverty. What that means there is, if all you're doing is talking about what you're fixing to do, nothing's really going to come of that. You got to step forth. You got to take action. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes, I've kind of goofed that one up, okay? Sometimes I talk more than I walk. And that's an area that I wanted to share with you and let you know, if you deal with that too, you're not alone. But it's okay, because all it takes is realizing, hey, my words need to match my actions, and then step forth and do it. It's crazy how habits can be created by consistently following through on something. So with that, I wanted to share, what is your word worth? Yeah. See, for me, I like to be able to take people at their word. If they say that they're going to do something, then they're going to do it. But if they don't end up doing it, suddenly I can no longer take them at their word, because I can't trust them that they're actually going to do what they're saying. That can kind of be a situation that we can have trouble with when we overpromise and underdeliver. The best bet is to underpromise and overdeliver, or even just say what you're going to do and actually do it. That can be a struggle sometimes when we're stepping out in faith, saying that we're going to do something perhaps that we've never done before, or something that's really going to take a lot of effort and a lot of intentionality to have happen. But it's so important to realize that people are going to trust you and believe in your character with what you say. So you want to make sure that you're really doing it. Can I give you a story? Of course, there's always stories. And you know me, it's Miss Amy. Come on, y'all. I love stories, okay? So, a while back, we had a chance, my daughter and our friend, and there was a number of ladies, but the three of us specifically had a chance to do this crazy program. It was a financial fitness program, and it was a boxed set. There was books, CDs, workbook. There was a lot. But the challenge was thrown out that we would qualify for an event if we could do that entire course in 1 month. Well, it was spoke about. It was thrown out there. And my friend actually kind of just made a comment about, well, I might see you there. She threw down at me like I wasn't going to get this done. And I'm going to tell you, I might have been hesitating before that as to whether I would do it or not. But as soon as she threw that out at me, game on, okay? This girl here, yeah, I went bonkers listening to those CDs, reading that book, working in the workbook. And you know what? I did it. I accomplished it. I did that whole program in 1 month, which I would have told you before that. That's not even possible. But I did. And so did Georgia, which was incredible. We got a chance then to hop on a plane, fly up to Michigan, be with our friend, and go to this amazing weekend event. It was so cool. And I was so proud of myself. But really made me think, how many times had I said I was going to complete that program. Or even since then, have I said I was going to do something? Oh yeah, I'm running for that goal. And then I didn't. That doesn't make my word sound true. Now, one of the factors for myself that I can look at and see is when my friend threw down saying that she didn't quite think that I was going to be able to do it. That stood me up. I'm ready. Come on. Like, I'm going to do this thing, you know? So I don't know. Maybe that's something I need to work on myself with. Okay, let's admit it. It is something that I need to work on myself with. If I don't feel challenged, then I'm not going to do something. That's not a good idea, okay? That's not going to keep my character shining. So I need to be able to realize the value in my word being my word. And if I say I'm going to do something, then actually take the steps and go forth and do it. Now, I don't know if you've seen my other videos about affirmations and goals and action plans, but those are all tools that can be used in making sure that your word is exactly your word. If you say you're going to do something, set up an action plan to make sure that you actually do follow through. If you say you're going to get up in the morning at a certain time, don't hit snooze. Yeah, it's an area I fight, okay? But you know what's incredible? I am finding that the more I am running for my dream and my purpose, the more I harness what it is that I want to have my future be, the more energy I have, and I'm not hitting the snooze like I was. So, stinking proud of myself. Yes, thank you. But it's simple. We just have to be aware that when we give our word, when we say that we're going to do something, that actually needs to be in stone. That's what we're going to do. And then we just need to know what steps it is to take to do it. This also means don't promise things that A, you totally don't want to do, and B, that you're not able to do, okay? Like, there's no way that today I could take my son's new phone, run it down to him in Sarasota, and then get back to pick up my aunt at the airport. If I'd have promised to do that today, I wouldn't have followed through. And that would not be good. Because then it becomes a lie, first of all. But second of all, it means my word's not worth it. You know, either I'm not going to be there to pick up my aunt, or I'm not going to get the stuff down to Michael. So I have to choose what I can do and when, and only promise the things that I really mean. That's another thing, is as a parent, over the years, I've seen myself actually start to promise something to the kids that I had no control over. I can't promise that tomorrow we're going to spend the day at the pool if I don't know what the weather's going to be. Now I can let them know that my schedule is getting worked out, so hopefully we can spend the day at the pool. But right now with Florida rains, I can't promise it. Because who knows, 1 minute it's sunny and the next minute it's storming. So making sure that you only commit to, that you only promise things that you're going to do. Now, remember where I said that you actually want to do or that you're willing to do? Because we're setting ourselves up for failure if it's something we totally don't want to do. Honestly, if we're going to have an attitude going into it, chances are we're going to invite in some kind of negativity to make it not happen, or not happen right, or not happen well. So it's very important to look at yourself and look at your motives. Are you only committing to do something so that it makes you look good? Oh, yeah, I'm going to donate to that. Absolutely. But you really didn't mean it because you really didn't want to? No, it's not right. Even if you feel like other people don't see that you didn't follow through, I'm telling you, there's something with the energies or whatever. People end up learning that you're not to be trusted. So don't do that. Your character is your character. It's your responsibility to make sure that your character is upstanding, that your character is something that people know that you're real, that you're legit, that you're the real deal. And so making sure that you only commit to what you can, only commit to what you're really going to do and that you want to do. Now, I guess I should back it up, because there's always those few out there that are like, oh, well, I don't want to do any of it, so I'm just not going to do anything, and I won't commit to anything, and I'll be fine. Oh, come on, really? Like, look around, all right? We don't need that in this world. We really don't. What we need is people to be willing to give, to share, to do, and to help others. Pay it forward. Because when you do, it changes everything. And it makes life so much better for everyone. So, that being said, how's your character? What's your word worth? I hope that these things have made you stop and think a little bit, and maybe given you a little bit of insight. Maybe made you think, ooh, yeah, that's an area to work on. It's also entirely possible that it's made you think of other people. Other people who are always talking, but never do any of the stuff they're talking about. The airbag that's out there with all these stories about all that they've done and all that they're going to do, and they just go on and on and on, and you realize no actual person could have done all the things that they're saying or could do all the things that they're saying they're going to do. Don't count on that person. Don't expect that that airbag is actually going to accomplish things if you have a moment of need. And that sounds awful, but you know what? Sometimes we have to be a little bit selective in who we can count on and who we can depend on. If you're going to the airport and you need to be there at a certain time, don't ask that person who's always running an hour or so late. Okay? You want to make sure that you take and ask someone you can count on, someone that you know is going to be able to help you out. So don't follow the airbag, all right? Don't be like that. Okay, well, I hope you all got something from this. I really enjoyed being with you here today. So make sure you click like, throw out a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little bell so you hear when a video drops. And thank you again for joining me for Moments with Miss Amy.